Two warring Aboriginal and Tongan families have clashed again this afternoon in Woodridge.
Several streets in Woodridge remain locked down by police.
A neighbourhood dispute escalates into a dangerous racial clash. Both sides were armed and agitated. Threats, years of tension exploded. Police move in to break up the violent brawl.
Logan is one of the most culturally diverse cities in Australia.
Potential violence in an already volatile community.
I'm from Woodridge and I am not embarrassed.
I'm from Woodridge and I'm not a troublemaker.
I'm from Woodridge and I'm not a bad person.
I am from Woodridge. I am not lazy.
I'm from Woodridge and I'm not frightened.
I am from Woodridge and I am not irresponsible.
I am from Woodridge, but I'm not ashamed.
I am from Woodridge and I'm not disrespectful.
I'm from Woodridge and I'm not ashamed to say it. Hi, my name is Bronwyn RC. I am a descendant of the Kamilaroi Nation and the Anaiwan Nation of New South Wales. My role here in Woodridge State High School is the Community Education Counsellor. So I'm the head of the Indigenous Support Unit, the Bulkari space. And the Bulkari space, the word Bulkari is meaning coming together space. It's a word that was given from the Bunjalung area of Tweed Heads to Auntie Faith and Uncle Terry Green, who were gifted with that name, the Bulkari, as coming together.
So Auntie Faith fought for this space, and we've heard stories because Auntie Faith comes back into the space and she connects with us kids, and Auntie Bron has passed down that story to all the other kids.
I'm Jessica. I am 14 and in year 10.
I'm Chelsea and I'm 15 and I'm in year 10. For people who come into the space, like, we'll tell them like the history of the space, how we fought to get this space, and yeah.
So our core business here in Bulkari is to, provide academic support, social support, as well as cultural support, and that cultural support is helping the kids find their identity within themselves as an Indigenous person in the school community or even in their own families.
Auntie Bron's amazing. If there was someone to come in, I think the whole space would just be empty.
One of the first questions that anybody asks when they come into this room is, where's Auntie Bron?
Yeah, to walk in and not see her would be like heartbreaking in a way, because then you wouldn't have her here and you wouldn't have the support that she gives you every day, and yeah, it'd be really weird.
From that day that I first walked in there to now, I just feel that this space has changed me in how I see young people, not just young Indigenous people, but just my empathy and my compassion, I guess, towards why kids are naughty, why kids don't want to be at school, or why kids just don't get life. I do home visits, so if I need to, especially if there's something, there's maybe an incident, or not major incident, but something that where I might need to just go and, just reassure the family, or just check up on how the kids go and if there's anything we can do or help. So
People who they only check the media of what Woodridge is, they haven't seen it in their own eyes of what Woodridge actually is. So if they would walk through the school, they would actually see the total opposite of what they actually think. And for them just to not walk in with a negative mind, but an open mind, because if they're focused on something negative, they'll see it more in the school.
Yeah, they should do that because when I was first starting this school, people from my old school were like, oh, don't go to Woodridge because you would get hit and they'd bully you and it's not a good place to like go. And I was kind of scared at first because they were like making me scared because they were like saying all these negative stuff about Woodridge. But once I came here, I realized that they were lying and they don't, because they haven't been here, they haven't lived here, they don't know anything about it.
It's really opened my eyes because, you know, my kids, you know, were brought up in a loving family environment and I was too, and, you know, I never experienced nothing compared to what some of these kids have experienced. And it's, you know, when I first came in, I used to take a lot of stuff to my heart and you know, I'd be going home quite sad sometimes, quite upset and not knowing and thinking, you know, can I do this job? Is this, you know, for me? I knew that it was for me, but was I capable of being able to support and show these kids that I am here for them, that I'm going to do everything in my power to support them, whether it is in school or outside of school. Or yeah, I guess I found myself. I honestly found myself. I guess I found myself in my culture through Bukhari Space. I honestly do, and I consider this role that I've given as a privilege, I promise myself that I will do the best that I can for these kids and for their families, and it can be very challenging and hard, but I love it. I could do this for the rest of my life. I would like to acknowledge the First Nations people of this land we are gathering on today by paying respects to our elders, those ancestors that have passed, that have paved the way before us, those elders that are journeying with us and guiding and leading the next generation of the future that will carry forward the memories, the traditions, the culture and hopes and dreams of Indigenous Australia.
I think family is everything in Indigenous culture. My nan, like, she's the strongest point. Like, she's had my mum, she's had like my aunties and uncles, and like for them to have stories passed down to them about our culture, like where we come from, is a really strong point for when like the generations more to come will start to understand what's happened to us, why has this happened, when did it all start, and it's just taken a toll on all of us.
I want our generation to like break the cycle and better ourselves and our culture.
Once I finish school, I want to come back and visit to see, like, not that it's changed, but like to see this space and see how everyone else is like treating it, like how they're taking advantage of this space, because it is a really good space.
Simon says tap your shoulders. Simon says tap your knees. And tap your head. Exactly. Your fingers.
My name is Nadia Toy Muhammad and I come from Pakistan.
I come with my family too, but it takes 6 years to come. My small brother born, my father died. Then it was lots of problems. No, I was just helping my mom always in my country. It had good people, but there's lots of fighting, killing people, like lots of fires, they just killing people. So we was scared, and we had no food to eat, just poor people. The children were not safe.
The Intensive English Centre at Woodridge High School is an important place of orientation into the Australian community. One of the major challenges with teaching asylum seekers is that they've had a disjointed educational experience. My name is Amy Sullivan and I'm a teacher in the intensive English school here at Woodridge High School. My main role at the moment is to teach English to newly arrived asylum seeker youth and youth from different countries of the world whose English isn't at a good enough standard to cope in mainstream school.
I came here, I was turning 11. I was come here and I was just shy because of people is like not same of my country people. They speaking English. I don't understand.
My name is Beyza Hoplar. I come from Turkey.
I have more friends in here. I can show my families, my grandma, grandpa, like that. My cousins. So if I go, I was happy because of them.
The assumptions that many people can come across when they think about people from different countries can be very challenged when you actually sit with people from those backgrounds and meet them one-on-one and hear their stories. And it's taught me to never stereotype a cultural group and to never assume what their story might be.
My favorite thing to do is to run and help my family. My name is Nadine. I come from Rwanda. I live with my dad and my brother.
If I be rich when I grow up, I will bring my mom and my brother here to see Australia is a good country.
I will work hard and finish university and I will get a job and help them.
All I want is I want to live with my mom and my dad and my other families like sisters and brothers because they're not here, like in the island.
My name is Tartanian, born in New Zealand, come from Nauru.
I like about Woodridge is the teachers, they're very nice, and the students. I got plenty of friends in Woodridge too. Yeah. So I learn about their coaches and they learn about my coaches too. Yeah. I just like playing rugby, but every time play soccer. So I keep telling Mr. Voxel to play rugby, but we miss that. We got different teacher when we play rugby. We don't play rugby properly. Me, I'm very soft inside. I can cry easily, but if I'm fighting, I'm not gonna cry. But if something happened, like something sad happened and everything, yeah, I cry easily. Yeah, that's what think about me.
It's taught me that we're all human. People in my class, students from all different cultural backgrounds, will laugh at the same games, will have similar dreams, will have similar aspirations, and they connect so well, and there is minimal conflict between them because there's just so many bridges across different cultures and different diverse groups in humanity.
Hi, I'm Ahmed. I come from Kenya. I'm 13 years old. I have one brother and one sister.
What would you like to do when you grow up?
To be a doctor.
A doctor?
Yeah.
Why do you want to be a doctor?
Because I can help the people, doctor or a teacher. Because I can teach new students to learn English and to learn about many things in Australia. The law, something is wrong and something is right. And then if I doctor, I can help them to stop the disease getting in their body.
Why is Australia your favourite country?
Because I live with freedom.
They come and they've got the most incredible work ethic. I look at them and I think, what are they going to become one day?
Dr. Bahat.
I'll play wing for rugby.
When I grow up, I'm going to be poet, and then I want to buy a house and a car. Now, you spend the when I was kids, I want to be a doctor. and basketball player, football player.
The students themselves are the most inspiring things. Even though they're so young, have got such amazing determination and spirits, and I can't wait to see where they're going to go in the future and what incredible impact they're going to have on the Australian community and the international community as well.
My name's Kune. I'm 17 years old and I'm from Burma. What do you remember about your home in Burma? I remember my house. It was made out of bamboo. There were 5 of us living in our house. We had no electricity or running water. We had to grow our own food. My family only bought meat once a month. I would go into the forest with my friends to find food. My family and I left Burma because of the war. My father was forced to be a porter for the Burmese army and carry their food and gun. My father decided that we had to go somewhere else to be safe. We took our clothes, including our traditional clothes, and some cooking equipment. My mother gathered up some food, and we all helped carry it through the forest. We couldn't cook hot food because the Burmese soldier would see the smoke and found us. Will you go back home in the future? Why? Yes. However, I would only return if I was assured that there was no possibility of war. I want to go back because I miss my relatives and my friends. When I get a good job here, I will go back and help my people in Burma.
My name is Taylor. I am 19 years old. I'm from Thailand. What do you remember about your home in Thailand? In Thailand, my house was made by bamboo. There was a kitchen and 2 bedrooms and living room. I slept in the living room. My village was small. It was in the mountain. I could see a river and a bridge. Many bamboo huts and great train. My friend and I play a lot of games, but we were always scared of the soldier. What do you leave home? I have no choice. I have no choice to live. I have no choice about leaving Thailand. My mom decided that we should live to have a better life and education in Australia. I didn't realize we were moving to Australia forever. I was happy to be in Australia, especially when my family got a car. But I miss a lot of my friends in Thailand, and also I miss my country too very much. What do you take with you and why? I took my culture clothes with me because I didn't want to forget my culture. I also brought a Quran knee fly because I am proud of my culture. Will you go back home in the future? Why? I would love to go back to Mae Hong Son, east west of Thailand, to visit to see if it has changed since I left in 2009. I am hope to travel to Thailand in the future to see the area I never got to see.
Hey, my man, hey, that's where this thing comes black, man. I'll sue you, man. 1, 2, 3.
And then I was really scared and also nervous. I was nervous, and because it's a new class, new friends, other thing. Then I just meet him, and he's really funny guy, and we just start our friendship.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3.
I didn't know that I would have Hussein as my friend. I'm really happy to have him because he is also funny and we always help each other. We always meet in one place and do our homeworks, and this is how our friendship becomes stronger. My name is Dihat Tunso, and I'm from Burma.
My name is Hussein Al-Shawi, and I'm from Iraq. I'll start from my story in my country. In Iraq, I was 7 years old. In my country was like poor. We don't have money. Then my father, he came home from the company. I was from his job. Then he saw a bad people is killing a doctor with his wife and his children also. Then and my father, he have phone. He record and he took picture of the face of their faces, and then he go to the police and he like reported to them. Then the police come and catch one of the gang of bad people, and then like the leader of the group says, it's all your fault. It's because you take picture of us and you do like that. So then next day, the letter come in my house. A letter says, I will kill you. You will not go anywhere. Anywhere you will go, I will go and find you. And then after 1 week, I go to school, and then a black car come. I came near the car, and they just kidnapped me. They just do like that, and they put me in the car, and they took me in place. I don't know. And then they call my father and tell him, I want from you is 10 million is in our money, is not in dollar. And I want 10 million from you is to bring your son again. And they even slap me. They do everything to me because I was 7 years old and I was like kid, so I was crying, and if I cry, they will just hit me. Then, and when my father, he don't have money, he's poor, so he just sell the house, our house. Then he give them the money. Then my father say, I cannot stay here. If I will stay here, you don't have future, and you will kill. Then we go to Syria. The first 3 years or 4 years, Syria was good country. But then the war started in Syria, and we didn't know what we're gonna do. We cannot go back to our country, and we cannot stay in Syria. Then we go to safe place in Syria, save what's called a city or like that, and we stay there. But like the bad people didn't come to our place, but they just bring what's called like a rocket or other thing. They bring it here and they shoot at us because they cannot come to our city. So they try to bomb. You know, my father go to the UN, and he was really angry. He say, if you're not gonna do like anything to us, if we're gonna stay here, I will just hang myself in the like outside the door of the UN or what's called the company. I will just hang myself, and then they say chill, and we're gonna do, and then they call like someone from Australia, I don't know. Then they say, okay, we're gonna let them come. We stay in Syria for 2 months. And then the visa come, and we came here to Australia. And that's my story.
My life began with suffering. I was born in Burma. My life was very hard, like all day I suffer for hungry. Like we don't really have money, we don't have education, we don't have freedom. Like you cannot even trust yourself. You know, the police, the army came to our house, destroyed things. The government is so bad, they are so corrupt. They don't they take all of the money, but they don't share to the people. They use what they want. Those things, I was young, I didn't know all of them, but when my father says we have to move on to another country, so we go to India, and I stay in India like almost 6 years. In these 2 years, we use that little bit money, but when we don't have any money, I even have to work. When I was 12 years old, I have to work, and we just have to carry things and supplying something. We have to go, like, people in there really bad, drunk people, drugs people, they kill each other. That was really bad too. We have to carry those bags every day, in 3 years. My life was so hard there, but thankfully, you know, the UNHCR, they says you are called, so we were so happy, and I can't forget my life, because I think this is my foundation, how to live on next in the future. I think if that wasn't happen, I would not know how to live here, how to talk to others, and how to respect others, and how to love each other. That past teach me a lot. When we came to Australia, everything was changed. Like My life was so happy. I can dream of something bigger.
Actually, is the meaning of hope. The meaning of hope is the light of is the light inside the darkness. Hope is mean everything. Hope. If you have hope. If you have hope, it means you have everything. You will feel happy. If you don't have hope, you dead. Hope like zero life.
I want to share this. When we go to like excursion, it was on the train. A guy says, "Do you enjoy going this Woodridge State High School?" I say, "Yes, I love it." And he says, "Is it tough?" And I said, "No, it's really good." Why is that? He says, "I think Woodridge is bad." And I was like, "No, Woodridge is good. You just look the appearance. You don't know what is inside, what is making inside. School, it's not depends on the school. It actually depends on the students and the teachers. What makes bad is our behavior. That's all. But what makes it good is also our behaviors." So I tell him, and he didn't speak anything at all. He was like, "Okay." I think friendship, it's not really like you know about someone and you become friends. It's about having a relationship deep inside your heart. Even wherever you are, you still take care of them, no matter what.
I am from Woodridge and I love living here.
I am from Woodridge and I am home.
I'm from Woodridge. I'm responsible.
I am from Woodridge and I am proud.
I am from Woodridge and I am that man.